We are live, so hey everybody, it's Lon.TV. I am here in my new space. It's a little echoey at the moment. I'm going to be assembling the HTC Vive, which I have right over here. So I haven't even taken it out of the box yet, and I'm not normally an unboxing person, but this time I think I will be because a lot of people are covering this, but not a lot of folks have actually put one together. So this is going to be a bit jumpy because we're not going to have all my slick editing here going on like I usually do. But we will do my best here as I put all this stuff together, and we'll see how this all works. And hopefully by the end of the night we'll have some VR gameplay going on. So I've got my big gaming PC over there, and I've got, I think, everything hooked up, and we even brought the TriCaster down here too. So we're going to give this a go and just see how this all comes together. It may be a mess. But it might not be, so let's see how it ends up. So what I'm going to do now is just switch to our other camera here where I have the Vive awaiting our unboxing. So I'm going to turn this towards you, and we'll pull open the box and see what's inside. What was interesting about this was when I got the stuff out of the box, it said you will void the warranty if you use it for commercial purposes, which I thought was interesting. So we'll see what that means here in a second. But I'm going to just switch over to our other camera here. Let me make sure I got on the right one. There we go. So we have, I'm just going to change my monitor's direction here so I get a better view of it. I'm recording this also, so if we end up with anything flaky, I will do that. So the first step here is we are going to set up our play area, and they recommend a 2 meter by 1.5 meter minimum room size or a 5 meter 16-foot room size. Now what I did, let me switch back here for a second, is I have these light poles here, and what I did on the top of them is put on these little, actually big clamps that will allow us to plug in these sensors and get them working. So what we have to do is plug in 2 sensors on here. And they are right over here. So what we've got are these 2 boxes here, and these will detect my movement while I am in the room. So let me take the plastic off of these things. And I don't know how they're powered. It looks like there's USB power on the back here and DC in. Hope I have enough power cables there. So what I'm going to do first is just get these guys screwed up onto these pillars here, these light panels that I put on before. So let me. Not the most elegant way to do it, but it'll pass. And we'll get these guys screwed in here. And what I'm going to do here, actually, just going to leave it like that. So it's on there pretty good. We'll point it in that direction. And then I'm going to go and do the same with the other one. I'm going to check my computer here while we're going. And it looks like we've got some people here already. I am actually starting off quite a bit late. I was hoping to start earlier, but you know the drill. So hopefully, yes, this is the new studio space. This is the first thing I am doing in it. Hopefully you can hear me and I'm not too loud because I haven't been able to monitor my audio here. So, all right. Let's get this other one up here. Looks like you're all tuning in. And we'll just get this guy screwed in over here. These are standard tripod mounts on the back of these things, so that is how these go in. Just loosen it up a little bit here. I'm going to tighten it up a little bit better. All right. I'm guessing that we're going to have to do some fine tuning as we go here. I do have my computer outputting into the TriCaster also, so we should be able to monitor everything in real time here. So. Good, everybody says it sounds good. I got 52 people watching already. This is crazy. I should probably do this time all the time for my live streams. Okay, so we got the sensors up. I'm doing this out of order. I think you all get immense pleasure out of watching me like set this stuff up because I always get impatient. All right, so the next thing we have to do, let's see. All right. Wow, there is so much stuff to unbox out of this thing. So we have to download some software, htcvive.com/setup. So let me go over to our computer screen here. What's funny is they say step 2, let me switch the camera back here for a second. So step 2 is download the software. And then step 3 is set up VR. So that is not very helpful. Hopefully the software will guide us through the steps we need to take here to do that. All right, you know what I'm going to do while the software is installing? I'm going to open up more of the box here so we can see what's in here. So let's scroll back over here. and I will get back in view. And we've got 2 Vive controllers here. These are looking pretty cool, so you can see what those look like. And here's another one. So we got 2 of these. And I'll bring them up closer to the camera so you get a view of them. So this is not my usual production quality because I am running solo here on this live stream, but this is what it looks like. And there's another one, the 2 identical controllers. These are like Wii controllers on steroids. You got a nice big trigger on here. Kind of cool, very futuristic looking. So that is there. I'm guessing this is the business end here. So this is the headset. And a lot of cable on this headset, which I think we'll need. And on the end of it, we have a couple of cables here. So we have HDMI. We have, it looks like a power cable. And we have a USB cable. I have a feeling we need a lot of USB ports to make this work. So we'll put this over here for now. And we got more stuff in here. Oh, what do we have here? I think these are little power dongles. Now the challenge we're going to have here, I may have to go get an extension cord, is that I don't have a lot of power near these. See, I'm getting all this plug molding installed, and when that goes in, we'll have a lot more power accessible to us. So these are a bunch of USB connectors. I have a feeling that these little guys are for the sensors that we're plugging in, so I'll need to get that going. And there's some mounting screws. You know, one of the things about these sensors that makes me nervous is that they want you to actually get them installed into your wall. So they have, you know, wall mounting equipment here. And that's a commitment. That really is a pretty big commitment, I have to say. I don't know if that's something that I would do. So that's why I have them up on these light posts right now, these studio light posts. A big audio cable. You know, I don't think this comes with any kind of headphones. So the Oculus, I believe, does. It's all just power cables and stuff. So we're going to have to plug in a ton of stuff to get started here, I think. Okay, so find your base components, which we have. We put them up already. I've done everything they've asked me here. So the status light. Okay, the base stations need an unobstructed view of your play area to help your devices track you in space. Avoid damaging the front panel, as this will affect tracking. Remove the film covering. Okay, we did that. We have a status light of green on the one over there, and this one is also green. So that is good. So these sensors have their own firmware on there. I hope we don't have to do a firmware update tonight. All right, plan your placement. 120-degree field of view, blah, blah, blah. All right. Mount your base stations. We did it on a tripod. Turn on the base stations, which we did. Check the channels. Find the letter on the face of each base station. Make sure that one base station is set to B and the other is to C. All right, so let's take a look. So this one is C, and this one is B. So that is good. Find your headset components, okay? So let's go find the headset, which is not hard to find. Little box here, and this has a, looks like it has an HDMI connector and a USB 3 connector and power in. It's like a little hub here, and it also has mini display port, another USB port, it's like a little hub. All right, so let's get that stuff out here. Remove the film covering the lens and unwind the 3-in-1 cable. So let's go back to our other camera here. We've made more progress in the last 10 minutes than we've made in an hour. So there is a film on the lens. I'm going to pull that film off, which I've done. And then they want me, this is what it looks like inside, in case you're wondering. Unwind the 3-in-1 cable. Don't leave your headset in direct sunlight as it may damage the displays. So I'm going to unwind the 3-in-1 cable right now. So you've got this rather long cable. It's actually a 3-in-1 cable. So you've got USB, HDMI, and power on this. And I'm guessing this is going to run back to the PC. All right, so I'm going to unwind this. I think you could probably ascertain from all this moving around that I'm doing that there is a lot of cables to plug in to get this thing to work. Okay, set up for room scale is what we're going to do. Make some space. We've done that. That's the good thing about having space that hasn't been touched yet. We have a lot of room. Establish tracking. Turn on the controllers and place the controllers and headset in a location visible to both the base stations. So I'm going to put the controllers down in the middle here. I'm going to move the box out of the way now. Okay, so now we're going to establish tracking. The controller is ready and the headset is ready, so we are good. So locate my monitor, stand in the middle of your cleared space, point your controller at the monitor and pull the trigger with your index finger to continue. This information will be used to orient the overhead view. Okay, so I have to go spin my monitor around a little bit here and point it in a direction that I can get at it from my controller. And let me switch, I'll just do it this way. Measure your space. Next to measure available space, just to be free of any obstacles that you might collide with while wearing the headset. Click next to continue. Let's grab our controllers here, and I'm going to kind of run the periphery of where we're at. So what's neat is that it's tracking these controllers very, very accurately. Look at that. Let's hold the trigger down. All right. I'll obviously do more later, but that looks pretty good for now. So I'll hit next. Set your play area. This rectangle shows the largest play area it'll fit. Okay. Setup complete. All right. I think we are ready to do something here. So let's click next. Make sure your sound is working. So if you have headphones, plug them into the audio extension cord of your headset. So I've got my cheap little iPhone buds here, so I'm going to plug those in. Okay guys, I'm immersing myself now. Put it on front first like a pair of goggles and adjust the side straps so that the headset is comfortable and secure. You will need sound for the tutorial. Connect your headphones. Okay, so grab the controllers. Okay, so I'm going to grab the controllers and put the headset on. And I'm hoping that you'll eventually be able to see what I'm going to see here. So I will keep you posted as we're going. So I'll put the headset on over my head. All right, so now what I see here is like a, oh, I can see a, whoa. All right, so I'm inside this virtual world right now. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing. Maybe you can. Oh, I got to find the controllers. Let me put the controllers back on here. A lot of chaos is happening. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm in the play zone. Okay. All right, so I've got this robot guy talking to me right now. All right, so you can't hear what he's saying to me right now, but you could probably read it there. And you know what I'm going to do is switch to the main camera here so you can see everything. All right, there we go. Okay. Okay, so he's talking about chaperone bounds. And he wants me to walk slowly to him. Okay, there it is. I think I lost connection here. We'll wait for it to reconnect. There we go. Okay. The trackpad is also a button, so I can press the trackpad buttons here, which I'll do. Oh, I got balloons. That is awesome. So I just hit the balloon with the controller, and there it goes. Bye-bye. What's so funny is I'm looking at these controllers virtually, and I can't see my fingers on them, but it feels like I'm actually holding them because they respond so accurately to this. All right, so what I want to do now is I just want to adjust this thing a little bit. So I am really amazed by how accurate this is. The peripheral vision is not as good as I remember it was at PAX, so I think I need to make some more adjustments on the fit here. So I have to just look at how to adjust the, yeah, here's the Velcro thing. So let me put this back on my head and get a better sense. And I'll probably do is another stream. I'll get my mixer down here and so let me get this. Yeah, so this is all about fit here. I think I'm going to get the peripheral vision better once I get the fit better. This is the game I played at yeah, this is awesome. So it just kind of comes up around you. So now I've got some guns here, and I'm going to, all right, your shield is located at the top of your back. So if I go like this, I get my shield back up. Yeah. Oh, there's different guns on here too, so I can switch around to, got a little automatic firing there. And what's cool is that you can move around here. So as these guys are shooting at you, I can dodge the bullets. And you'll see as I move around, if I get too close to the edge here, I'm going to hit the boundary of where I can walk right now. So I can make this area bigger by recalibrating. But yeah, this is a really cool game. And what's neat is that, especially with something like this where, and oh, I got getting shot here in the back. Something like this, which is, it has basically a dark space environment to it. The peripheral vision issue is not as pronounced because everything is dark. So I'm walking around here, I feel like I'm more in this space here. So this is really cool. The thing that really freaks you out though is you can't see your feet when you look down, which is a little bit weird. But these guns are so, like they're exactly where you think they should be, which is just awesome. And what's cool is that as you're walking around, you really get the sense that you're in a space, that you're not in a room anymore, that you almost feel like you're outside. You could stretch your arms out and really feel like you're somewhere else, which is really, really cool. So let's hit our system button here and exit the game real quick. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here. I just want to read up a little bit and see if there's a way to adjust the back to reality. I need to read up a little bit more about just getting the focus right on it, because it is looking a little bit blurry in some areas. And I think it really has just really all to do with where this thing is positioned on my head and how far my eyes are from it. And what's neat is that you don't have to look for your controllers because they'll be in the virtual environment down here. So I'm going to go down and just pick them up. And there you go. So we've got the controllers going here. I'm just going to switch. Yeah, so it just looks a little bit blurry, and I just need to make some adjustments on this a little bit more, perhaps. Okay, we've got Valve here. This is kind of creepy. I'm in a cage. There's a big wheel here. I'm looking behind it. I'm looking all around it, which is really awesome. Now you're seeing this grid pop up here. All right, so now we're loading the lab. I can see my sensor over there. I want you to see this. Like, look at the controllers and look at my hand movement. This is what's amazing about how this system works, is that this is so freaking accurate. Like, it's one of these things where you really can't describe it until you've experienced it. But when you move your hand, the controller moves. It's where you think it should be in space. If I put it down on the floor, it's virtually exactly as it appears to you on the second image there. It's really that good. It's just amazing how these work here. I did set up a very small, what's funny is I'm feeling how confined my environment is here. So it is picking me up outside the wall, which is kind of like, ooh, I'm going too far. And I hit the end of my cable there, so I need to be careful. The cable behind me, I am feeling it as I'm walking around, so it's not, I feel like I have a tail now. All right, so let me hit the start button. Anyway, let's see, start. I want to start the lab here. I want to touch this, but there we go, okay. Now I got it. So it's loading the Vesper Peak. Yeah, so my only complaint with it so far is I wish the field of vision was a little bit better. It's not bad, but it's very apparent when you have a very bright atmosphere like this right now, because it's not tunnel vision. Whoa. So now I'm up on a mountain here. And it's very much like I said this at the PAX thing when I was there. It feels a lot like the holodeck that you might see on Star Trek. It's very cool. And I can walk around this environment. I can move closer to things, and I don't know what happens if I try to move too far off the ledge here. I wish I could see my feet, though. It's really odd to feel like I'm stepping through this stuff. But it's really cool. Like there is a definite feeling of reality. Like it doesn't feel as fake as it might look to you on screen right now. I'm seeing a big vista here. I'm looking out on this mountain range, and it's tracking there's no latency at all. Like when I'm moving my head around, you're probably seeing, I think I have the 2-up screen on there right now. Let me take a look. Yeah, I do, yeah. Do I? Yeah. I'm not seeing any, can you guys see me? So make sure you can see me here. Yeah, there we go. Make sure I've got the good shot. There we go. It's really amazing, actually. All right, so let's see what we can do in here. I'm going to go navigate a little bit. So it wants me to go back to the lab. I don't want to go to the lab. I want to explore this mountain range a little bit more. Yeah, I still need to get the adjustment down. I think how you have this adjusted on your head will determine how sharp all the images are. It's crazy. I really feel like I can just go off the cliff here. Pretty wild. This is amazing. I have to say, this is really just amazing. And you know what? I haven't tried the Oculus yet, so I don't want to make an assumption about what the Oculus experience is going to be like. But the ability to stand up here and just walk around. I mean, I feel like I'm going to walk into this rock. I can just put my head into it. It's like a dream. It's like you're in a dream. It's really, if that's what it feels like. And again, we've got such accurate tracking here. It's just amazing. Let's see where else I can go in this environment here. So I'm doing here with the controller, trying to figure out where it'll let me go to. Climb back up. And what's nice, you can go rock climbing without having to climb any rocks. I'll tell you, the sense of reality, of virtual reality, is real. Like you feel like you can touch this stuff. And what makes it such a convincing illusion is the fact that as you're stepping, it really feels like you're sitting here looking at this in person. Again, the only issue being that there's just a little, I wish the field of vision was just a little bit wider on it, but it really is a very incredibly convincing kind of thing here. So let's go back to the lab. So what else we have here? And now it's telling me I survived a test expedition in Pocket University. This is amazing. Let's go check this out. All right, so how does this work? All right, so this is like an arcade game. The only thing that I wish I could touch this button. That's the one thing that I wish I could do. But you're seeing here, I'm crouching down onto the floor. I'm looking underneath the system here. I can look around it, and it's all there. It's like there's a, when I was in high school and we were seeing all these movies about virtual reality, this is it. Like I can go anywhere in this room that I want. I feel like this room is here. That's what's really amazing about it. The detail on this. Again, it's there, but it's not there. So what's this thing? Let's take a look here. All right, so this is the Zortex 26XX. And what's nice is there's a real Valve Vive to this. I think I'm definitely going to make my little walking area bigger. All right, pick up the drone to start the game. All right, so I've got the spaceship here on my hand. All right. So I'm shooting these little aliens right now. I wish I could get you the audio. We'll come back and do another one soon of that. It's like a 3D bullet storm kind of game. I don't want these things getting close to me. All right, so let's go back here. All right, so let's see what other torture they can impact. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we can go to the Zortex. Now this there. I guess, can I throw this? Oh, look at that. That's hysterical. And this feels very much like a Portal kind of thing. All right, so what we got over here. Oh, we haven't done this one yet, so let's try this one. This is called Slingshot. I have a feeling this is going to be very bad. Let's see for my. So I have the gray area here, so I know what. So what's funny is you think I'm in this big space, but you really can cross it very quickly. So I'm going to probably make some adjustments. Oh shit! All right, let me approach the calibration unit here. All right. Okay, it's saying approach the calibration unit and begin. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be fun. And so we're in like this big warehouse here. This really has the Valve sense of humor, so you get a lot of the same kind of humor that you have in like some of the Portal games. The physics on this is just, I got to tell you, this is really, really something. There we go. All right. This is the free game, by the way. This one is free. Now you see this grid that's popping up. What's happening is I'm getting too close to the edge of the zone that I set up, which is why we keep seeing it popping up. So I need to make that area bigger. What's this thing do? Oh, I can move it up and down with this thing. Look at this. Isn't this crazy? I can just grab this thing and I can move it around. See, this is the thing. So, you know, when you think about what they're doing with this versus what maybe Oculus has, is that this is an experience where you're interacting and touching and feeling things. And, you know, I'm not sitting down, I'm walking and it's tracking me appropriately. And you know, that's what I think is really interesting about how this thing is coming together. Oh yeah, that was cool. Whoa. And let's throw the thing down. Like all right, let's see. All right, so let's take down another one of these things. We'll pop out of here in a second here. There we go. That's pretty cool. All right. So how do I get out of here? And this is what's, again, it was really cool, is I can get underneath this thing and like look underneath it. You know what I mean? Like I can look under the, I know I look like a total idiot right now, but I can look under the conveyor belt here and see these things moving. And this is, again, three-dimensional, so that's part of what makes this so cool. Now I've got one eye open or one eye closed right now. And it's actually, it still looks pretty good. I mean, it does appear very convincing. It doesn't have the 3D, of course, because I only have one eye open right now. But it does have a very similar effect. And I think if you are used to walking around with one, only being able to see through one eye, this is still pretty convincing. You just lose the 3D effect. I look inside this box. I'm like going up my tippy toes here. I can look inside the box. Isn't that cool? So this is cool. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is called the Fantastic Contraption. And I'd say I was looking on the screen there. It did not look as cool on the screen as it does to me. So that's why I'm like freaking, ooh, this is creepy. The trigger button grabs, okay. Some grass here. That's a little flower thing. I grab the stick and try resizing me by grabbing the snaps. This is the snap. Oh, look at that. So all right, that's a little phallic. All right, so we'll put that together there. I can make like a little, those are the basics. Look for the puppy. There's the puppy. Push my nose when you're ready to move on. Okay. This is a wheel. Move it up a bit. Hello. Press the green button to make things go. Attach this to the axle snap, okay? All right. As long as the stick is attached, I'll spin. There are some examples behind you. Okay, so let's take a look. Oh, I see, so we can put them. This is really amazing. As long as the stick is attached, I'll spin. There are some examples behind you. Okay, so stick is attached. Is there another piece of... I can't curve it though. Let's see, hit start. Okay, hit start again. Oh, okay, he's spinning there. I see. There he goes. Hey, come back, come back. Oh, oh, there he goes. All right, arf, arf. It's just like a puzzle game, but you're interacting with these things. This is really cool. All right, so I'm the jelly ball. I want to grab, hey, so grab me. Hello. Let's build a car. Okay, so move the parts to match this outline. See, I need this kind of instruction because I will never be able to figure this out on my own. Okay, so we got that. Oh, there's some more parts here. So let's take the wheel. Put the wheel over here. Take this wheel, put this wheel over here. And then we've got some sticks here. So let's see. Move parts that match this outline. Let's build a car. I can see kids really digging this. This is really, there we go, it's attached there. All right, they're attached. It's just amazing. Honestly, this is so amazing. Just to feel like, you just feel like you're in this. All right, I got that. And now, I'm going to have a lot of people over this weekend playing with this. This is really cool. And you know, I haven't talked about this yet, but there's no real motion sickness here. I don't feel like I'm not in, you know what I mean? You've heard these horror stories of people like feeling motion sickness playing this, but it really is, I'm not feeling it. It feels pretty natural. Like I just feel like I'm in this world here. Oops, threw out the wrong thing. But it's just, you know, again, it's just this amazing, I think I'm looking at you, I can't tell. But you can see, just like I'm moving my hand and this thing's moving exactly in sync with what I'm doing here. It's just incredible. All right, so we got that and connected there. And now I'm gonna hit the, I think this is not going to work, but let's hit the start button. Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. So I did it. All right, let's hit the puppy. Oops, hit the start button again. I wonder if I can like chase after it. Oops. Oh, I can make it longer too. I can steer it a little bit if. Oh, come back. Goodbye. Shorten up the wheelbase a little bit here. There we go. And yeah. This is. I'll tell you what. This is amazing. This is really cool. You know, it's so visceral. Like you're interacting with this stuff, and it just feels real. It's just got this. I got to really adjust again. I got to adjust the screen a little bit, just because it's not always sharp. It's a little blurry in some spots. Maybe I'm just getting old and I need glasses. I don't know, but all right. There we go. Yeah. All right. Okay, so now what? Go over here to this little guy. Okay, so now we've got and there is haptic feedback in here, so it's dinging me to tell me to look at the controllers. So Nico here is my friend. Who's Nico? Oh, hello, Nico. All right, let's take some parts from his back. Quickly double tap the trigger to call Nico over. Okay. All right, get me home again. Ooh. What are you doing there, Nico? All right, let's see if that. So we got to figure out how to get that thing to hop. So I wonder if Nico if he can attach him to something here. Let's take a look. Can you attach you to anything on this thing or no? No, you can just sit there. All right. So what else? Oh, you have some more. Oh, you got these things. I didn't see those before. And I can take these things and just kind of pick them up and just leave them up there. Isn't that cool? So I can leave it up here and then I'll look at it. I can walk around it. I can examine it closer. I can grab it and look at it and. I mean, this is the compelling user experience, and I know that Oculus has controllers that they're going to come out with, but this is what makes this feel really real to me. Let me detach the whole damn thing here. There we go. Okay, so let's pick this guy over here. There. Yeah, this is cool. Very cool. I could play this all night, so I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so that is the fantastic Contraption. And I'm going to be playing a lot more of this one. All right, so I'm going to call it quits because if I don't, I am going to not be able to function tomorrow, and I need more energy to go back into the VR world. So I'm going to call it quits. I promise not to turn that thing on again. I'm done with it for the night, but we will investigate a lot more with this because this is some cool technology, and I think, as I said during my review, that this is probably the most compelling interactive digital experience that you can have. This is really the real deal. So I think Oculus, again, we'll test it when it comes in. It's 142. We'll test it when it comes in, but I think that we're going to have some real competition here. What I'm really eager to see now in the Oculus is whether or not it covers the field of vision better. So it's not, once you start moving around, it's not as visible, but you definitely don't get your peripheral vision covered by this. It covers a lot of it, but not all the way around. So that's the one thing that I noticed there. So, all right, I'm going to call it quits. We'll talk soon. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I have to kill the stream over here, and I'm going to then kill the recording too. But I really appreciate everybody sticking around. We had 80 right here, so it's good. So 2.5 hours, and we are out. Later, guys. This channel is brought to you by my Patreon supporters, including gold level supporter Shabib. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/Patreon to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/S.